guys? Welcome back to the car ride with Spirit and story time. I told y'all a story about me and my cousin when we were kids, and thinking about my cousin brought up so many memories. I can't even stop laughing or smiling every time I go back into memory. It's just so funny to me, but because I had some bad cousins and we were bad too, and then together it was terrible. And then with my cousins, like, I didn't see them every day, but when they came looking for us or we went looking for them, I got in trouble. And you know, I'm stuck in traffic anyway, and I'm on my way to go meet my daughter because she wants to go get the light today. She told me, she says, Mom, did you have a good day? Did you get dressed up? Did you put on makeup? No, I did not. And by the way, you guys, today is Tuesday, March 22nd of 2016. Thank you for coming back to watch my story time. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and please subscribe. Okay, let's get into the story. This story takes place in 1980. I was about 10 years old, and one of my oldest cousins, actually he's the oldest by my mother's twin sister, which were the exact same age as myself. No, he wasn't the exact same age. I think he had me by maybe about 8 months. So one particular day, you know, I was outside playing. I was with my friends. I was with a little girl named Anita, and then I was with another little girl named Anna, and then there was some bunch of other kids around that, you know, that I always seen around, but I didn't really consider them like my friends. They were just there because they lived in the same projects or whatever. Well, Anita, she was more like a tomboy would, like myself. I was a tomboy. I did all the things that the boys did, practically. And Anita was more of a girly girl. As a matter of fact, at 10 years old, I was a late bloomer, man. I didn't even have boobs yet. I didn't have no type of shape to me. I was just linky and everything. Matter of fact, if I didn't have hair, you would have thought I was a boy. Like, seriously. So, but in Anita too, I think she was worse than I was. Anna was, I mean, she had breasts, like boobs, like boobs. And she had, from what I remember, she even had like a butt and we all just had so much fun together. But anyway, my cousin came looking for me, and he happened to be with the little boy, about 5 other little boys, but one of the little boys that he was with was one of the boys that I had a crush on. And I had a crush on this boy at least 2 years at that time, and he had a crush on me too. He used to, when he was on his way to my cousin's, because it was 3 different projects. He lived in one project, I lived in another, and my cousins lived in another one down the road from us. He was going to the projects where my cousin lived. He had to come past my window, and he would come past my window. It was like a slope, you know, on top of the hill, and right before the slope is like where our window was, and he would call my name, and he would just lift his hands up, and I can remember him so clear. It's so funny because he was real short. He was shorter than I was, and I didn't even realize that I was really short until I got older. And as I got older, I realized that every last one of my sisters and my brother were taller than me. I never realized that I was that short, and he was shorter than I was, kind of chubby, but I didn't care. When he would get to the slope, he would call my name. He would go, "Hey, boo-boo," like that. Then by the time he get to the third, "Hey, boo-boo," I would stick my head out the window. And I had long hair, like my hair was long down to my elbow. I would take my ponytails and throw them in the front, just so when I look out the window, they kind of like swing, and he can see how long my hair is. And what you want? acting like I had an attitude. But I saw him, like, once, like, he paid me some attention, I started acting mean, like I wanted to beat him up and everything. I don't know why I did that, but I did it every single time. I couldn't even help myself. I think a couple of times we fought. Anyway, go over to him and look at him, pass notes. We used to pass notes all the time. Say yes, say no, them kind of notes. Two other boys that used to hang with my cousin, they were twins. And how you knew the difference is one had a mo on the side of his face that you just can't remember. Like the whole face was just slap covered in a big mo. Okay? I mean, seriously. That's what I can remember about the twins. But they look exactly alike, except for that one big mo on one of their eyes, okay? You know, he was hanging out with another boy that basically had a crush on me, but I didn't, you know, really pay him no attention. By the time I started really paying him some attention, I was in high school. You know, I just didn't pay him no attention. When I saw that the boy that I had a crush on was with my cousin, I was like, oh, wow. You know, so I kind of was just, you know, standing next to him, staring at him. I used to get like Google eyes looking at him, like I like froze in time, okay? And he used to smile at me. He had this big, pretty smile. He was so freaking cute. Well, my cousin, I don't want to say his name because I don't want to embarrass him. He'd just say, come outside, I'm going to go get such and such. Okay. So I would just, oh, mom, can I go outside? And I would leave, and my sisters would get dressed and we'd all go running downstairs. But this particular time, my mom let me go outside without my sisters and them. So I went running down the stairs. He said, I'm going to go get such and such and I'll be back, you know. So, you know, he came back with my cousin and my cousin friends. And then when I went outside, I saw my friends. So I was telling them that my cousin was coming up there. And it just seemed like I knew Anna liked my cousin, because every time I mentioned, because when she was around me, it was always asking me when the next time I was going to see him, or when was he coming around to play. It was that type of situation. She was always asking me about him. But this particular time, I was like, hey, Anna, my cousin coming. And she's like, oh, okay. She was all happy and cheering and everything. But anyway, when they showed up, I was just all to pieces. Because, you know, the boy that I like had again, I had a crush on was there. Well, my she was a little bit more mature than us. As a matter of fact, I don't even know why she was hanging out with us, because the girl was like 12, you know. So at that time, you know, when you little, 10 and 12 is a big difference in, you know, in maturity, you know. So she said, well, let's play house. And we was like, I was all in, because I play house all the time. I had all kind of dolls. So I love playing house. And she was like, let's go around the back, and the daycare is closed. We could build a tent. And I was like, to myself, I was like, ooh, a tent? Really? We're going to build a tent? She was like, yeah. So, you know, I'm so naive. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So my cousin, I think he was naive too. He was like, yeah, let's build a tent. And as we were walking around to the back to, you know, go around to build a tent, she was like, everybody spread out and go get sticks and find whatever you can to build a tent, you know. And Anna was walking with me, and she was like, can you, do you think your cousin like me? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, well, I need you to tell him that I like you. When we go to play the game, I need you to make sure your cousin picked me. So I was thinking, oh, okay. I mean, I don't really care. You know, I just didn't care. So as everybody started returning with whatever they found, I mean, everybody found crazy stuff to build a tent with, you know. And we had cardboard boxes, we had sticks, we had rocks, we had bottles. I mean, whatever we could find, we found it. So we was building a tent behind the daycare and everything. I was so excited. In my mind, I was thinking that we were all going to get in the tent and we're just going to be talking and laughing. It's going to be so much fun. Anna said, okay, y'all gather around. She started picking everybody who's going to be partners, you know. So I noticed that, you know, she was picking girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, like that. So I hurry up and went and stood by Wade, and I was like, okay, he's my partner, he's my partner. I was all happy and everything. He was happy too. He was like, yeah, boo boo, we partners, you know. She said my cousin was gonna be her partner and they gonna go first. I was like, go first? What you mean go first? Like, what's going on? She said, this is how it go. She said, when we go inside the tent, y'all have to stand in front of this tent and make noise if somebody is coming. Make sure nobody comes in, and make sure nobody don't know that we're in here. So as soon as you see someone getting close, let us know so we can stop what we're doing. So I was like, oh, okay. So I said, so, well, what we gonna be doing? She said, well, we gonna learn how to kiss. And I said, oh, you know, and I was thinking to myself, like, okay, yeah, because I don't even know what kissing a boy really feels like. I never kissed no boy. So I was like, oh, okay. So I was thinking back then, to me, kissing was like you just kind of peck somebody on the cheek or the lips, maybe. That's what I was thinking, you know. So my cousin was smiling. My cousin was smiling. He was happy about it. So I realized, okay, he liked Anna. Oh, okay. So my cousin and Anna goes in the tent. It's real quiet. We're trying to listen, trying to see what's going on. That was taking a little bit longer than usual. So I was just like, well, how much kissing y'all gonna do? Like, how long do it take to kiss? So I asked the boy that I like, it take a long time to kiss? And he's, I don't know, I ain't never kissed nobody. And he said, I'm kind of scared. I said, yeah. I said, well, we're not gonna take long like that. We're gonna pack, and that's gonna be over. The game is over. We're done. And then, then me and him kind of started getting in a little bit of argument, because for some reason, I don't know, I was telling him, you kiss me this way, you kiss me right here, you kiss right there, I'm gonna punch you in your face. It was just like that type of thing. The next thing you saw, me and him was out there about to fight. So anyway, Anita was with the other boy, and it was some other people there too. But Anita was like, well, I kissed before. It don't take that long. What you doing, Anna? So she started peeping down in there, and she's like, oh my God, ooh, ooh. She was doing all this oohing. So I was like, well, let me see. And she's like, she started protecting the tent. No, nobody else look in. Just turn around. So I was like, well, okay, okay, is it bad? And she was like, no, it's not bad. I mean, I don't know. I will talk to Anna later on. So I was like, okay. So now I'm getting kind of anxious. They taking long. Next thing I know, I heard this noise. I heard my cousin go, ah! And I was like, what the heck is that? Is she beating him up? Is she fighting? I'm about to whoop her tail. That's what I was thinking. Because when it came to my cousin, don't nobody mess with my cousin. I mean, period. We didn't play that. So, I heard the noise again. So I said, So by the time I could get to the tent, my cousin was sitting up on the ground of the tent. And he was holding his private parts, and his pants were down. So I was like, what happened to you? What's wrong with you? He was like, I'm in pain. I'm hurting. And I was like, you in pain? What the heck done happened to you? And he said, she did it. And I was like, oh my God. I said, and it was so crazy because Anna was my friend, but at that moment I wanted to fight her, man. I was so mad. I was like, what the freak did you do to my cousin? She said, we was playing a kissing game. I said, what type of kissing game? What you do? What you do? And he was like, oh, she put her mouth right here. She put her mouth right here. And now I'm bleeding. I said, oh my God, you bleeding? I said, oh my God, I'm going to go get auntie. I'm going to go get auntie. So I told him I was going to go get my aunt, which is his mother. Man, I booked out of there. I was running so fast. Oh my God, I couldn't even breathe. I was running all the way down where she lived at. And when I got there, calling her, I saw one of my other cousins. They said that my aunt was at my mom's house. And I was like, oh my God, I got to run back up the hill. So I'm trying to get up this hill. I'm breathing and puffing. I'm tired. I'm running and running. And then when I finally got up the hill, I took the elevator because we lived on the 9th floor. Normally, I walk the halls up the stairs because I run into all my friends throughout the hallway and I get the lollygag and stuff like that and play on the stairs. No, this time I took the elevator. And I went bursting through my door and I was like, Mom, such and such, he's bleeding. So my aunt was like, he what? I said, he bleeding. She said, what? What's going on? I said, it's private. It's bleeding. It's bleeding. And I said, he was in the tent with Anna, and he crying, and he's bleeding. I was scared. I had tears in my eyes. I was so afraid for my cousin. So my aunt was like, what? Let me get down these stairs. Let me get down these stairs. My aunt was like, nah, babe. Nah, babe. My mother was like, no, we catching the elevator because the stairs too long. Anyway, so they get on the elevator, we go downstairs, and I take them around the corner where the daycare is, where the tent was. And my cousin was still on the ground holding himself, right? And all my friends were still out. I'm sorry, y'all guys. It's funny to me. I'm sorry. I can't even help it. The memory is just so clear. All my friends were still out there like in shock. And then Anna basically was just standing there, just kind of looking at him with her hands folded up, like looking at him like he's stupid. And she had an attitude with him. And he was like, she was trying to talk to him. He was like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. So then my aunt was like, calling his name. And then when she got to him, she said, let me see, boy. Let me see, boy. He moved his hands. I mean, it happened in fast motion. You know how things happen in slow motion? This happened in fast motion. My aunt stood up, took her belt off her jeans and welled his tail out. She welled him out. And I still didn't know what was going on. I was like, why she beating him while he bleeding? And then when he was standing still, she said, now pull your pants up. She said, she was pointing at, she said, now, who was in this tent with him? And he pointed to Anna. And she was like, take me where you live at. I'm going to your mother right now with your fresh tail, your grown egg. I mean, my aunt was cursing her. I was like, ooh, Anna, now you're going to be in trouble for making my cousin bleed. And my aunt was like, boo-boo, he ain't damn bleeding. He wasn't damn bleeding. He was coming. I said, coming? Wait, well, what's that? I didn't even know what that was. And my mother was like, I don't want you playing with her no more. You stay away from her. Get your tail up. Get your tail up that hill. Get around the corner. My mother was about to beat me. And I was like, I didn't even know what I was about to get in trouble for, you know? So as we all was going up the hill, my cousin was crying, looking down on the ground. And so I tried to walk beside him. And I was like, so what happened? And I said, how did she make you bleed? He said, I can't tell you. Don't talk to me about it. And you better not tell nobody about it. And I said, I'm not going to tell nobody. I won't tell nobody. Just tell me what she did. He said, no, I don't never want to talk about it ever again. And then when I see her, I'm going to beat her up. So, you know, we never talking about it no more.